Sagittarius, some interesting points this weekend, actually this whole week. This is your weekly tarot card reading and astrology summary from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Guys, my name is Michelle. Welcome and thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you're returning, thank you. God bless you for supporting us and helping me grow this channel. There is a special announcement at the end of this video, so hang out for it. There's always an extended reading, and I will attach the link to that extended reading down below, Sagittarius, right in the description box. I'll attach it to this one side or the other of this video, so you can click right on it and get right to it after the special announcement. And I'll also pin it to the top of the comment section. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign because it's an energy reading. So you take the energies, how they apply to your life and how they resonate and where they resonate in your life. If you really love this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel so you know when I upload all your favorite content. I also have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation where you can join me Monday through Friday. I do a live interactive general tarot card reading chat. And yeah, we dig deep into it, and I hope to see you guys there. Now, the energy this week is interesting. Jupiter continues its conjunction to Chiron. In fact, it gets more intense, it gets closer. And for those of you, let's see, that is happening in Aries. So for those of you who are born in the middle of Sagittarius season, say between 10 and 20 degrees, if your natal sun is between 10 and 20 degrees Sagittarius, that conjunction between Jupiter and Chiron is going to be trine your natal sun, which means it will bring you harmony. There will be harmony when it comes to growing and expanding from suffering or pain, and finally being able to get a grapple on it and learn from it and heal from it, or maybe even help others heal from it, or a sort of contentment. For some of you, it might be a little bit a sense of slacking off and just accepting it. So watch out for that. You don't want to accept pain. You want to learn from it and have it inspire you to help you to grow. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in Pisces, and that is going to be square to a lot of your natal suns. So Pisces is getting stacked with more and more energy as we go. Right now, there's a conjunction between Venus and Neptune at the end of Pisces. So for those of you who are born toward the end of Sagittarius season, like Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp, it is going to be square to your natal sun, which means there are challenges of Venus to Neptune. Overspending because you overestimated what you had, rose-colored glasses blinding you to reality or to the truth, having trouble making decisions because you're seeing everything in such a sort of dreamy kind of light, or you're dealing with people who don't seem to be focused, or you are in such a creative, like you have so much creative inspiration that you're finding it hard to focus. All of those things will challenge you in ways that will actually help you to grow and build yourself up. Jupiter this week is a conjunct to Chiron, Sun into Pisces on the 18th, and there's a new moon on the 20th. That's happening to everybody, not just specifically you. But in the middle of that, by the new moon, Mercury is going to end up sextile to Jupiter and Chiron. So that will help you out in that I think there'll be clarity and there will be an ability to actually articulate and talk about what you've been through, as well as maybe use it as a methodology of teaching, or figure out how to communicate it so that you can teach people and help them heal in some way, or maybe even just talk about what you're feeling for the first time in a long time, but it will be productive. For those of you who are born in the very beginning of Sagittarius, you're going to be square to the new moon. So maybe even just deciding what you want to start, or like a new beginning that you didn't see coming and kind of surprised you, and it's not necessarily within your comfort zone, but if you grab onto it and you let it challenge you, this could be a beautiful, prosperous new beginning. That's what it can become. For those of you who are born in the middle of Sagittarius season, so that means your natal sun would be between 10 degrees and 20 degrees Sagittarius, your natal sun is going to be in opposition to Mars in Gemini. So a difficult time getting things done, maybe even figuring out words to say for things, figuring out contracts or how to take action in terms of things that you've learned, or even understanding them, or maybe you haven't heard from somebody in a long time and that is bothering you. You will also be trying to, I already talked about that, the Jupiter Chiron. Sag 2s, you will also be trying to the Jupiter conjunct Chiron, but we already talked about that. Sag 3s, so those of you born at the very end of Sagittarius season are square to Venus, Neptune. I talked about that too. So let's go. Let's get into the cards and see how it ends up, how the astrology ends up playing out. Knight of Pentacles, so something is very slow moving. That's not necessarily something that you like, that the tempo that you like. So this could also represent work, but it would be really lethargic, something just like drudging along, working very hard, very diligent, very responsible, but it's slow moving. There's not a lot of productivity behind it. Or this is a mentality right now, I want to take things slow. You're wanting to take things slow because you're in a time of reflection, looking back, thinking over things to try to help reconcile them. This is a lot of pain that you have been through. It's not current, but it's a lot of pain that you've been through. So I think maybe you are taking things slow, or things in your life have slowed down because you are still dealing with a lot of issues that you have to reconcile. A lot of times the Four of Swords is about feeling what I could have done or what I should have done to help somebody, and you've been stuck with these thoughts for a while, and I think that is what is sort of slowing you down, but maybe you need to slow down for a while. It could be a situation with work where you've been thinking about things for a while now and really haven't taken any action on them. This would be the week then, according to the astrology, that you start to make some decisions and get motivated to not want to sit with it anymore, but actually do something with the energy. Let's keep digging. Let's go. Sagittarius, there's Cancer. The Chariot came out. I don't know if this has to do with maybe you were saving for a car, or trying to save for a car, or reflecting on whether or not you even want to buy this new car. This could represent not just a car, a chariot, but it could represent going someplace or moving forward. This could also be family or concerns for family. Like, are they moving forward? Is my family looking in the, are they making any progress? Maybe concerned for a family member, or situations that are concerning your fourth house, so your family, the family that you came from, reflecting on it and giving it a whole new value set. We have the King of Pentacles. I think that you've been waiting for some sort of word or official statement, especially from a boss, reflecting having to do with money or a pay raise, or maybe stuff that's owed to you. And I think you're waiting for that word to come back to decide whether or not you're going to move forward. Well, let me tell you something. The cards say you should move forward anyway. I think that there is a level of you've waited too long and you've reflected long enough that you kind of already know somebody's decision and how much they value you, and it's time for you to start moving forward. You could directly be dealing with a King of Pentacles. That would be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And there is growth here, realizing that you have grown and that you have sort of gained a lot of experience, and that experience is valuable enough to take it maybe in another direction or onto a different place. So this is a suggestion, not really a suggestion, it's major arcana. So it's saying it's time to make progress. It's time to push forward. It's time to, it's like move. You're ready to move. Maybe you're actually physically ready to move. I don't know what you're ready to move from. It could be ready to move on from the situation that had ended up causing you a great deal of pain. Let's get a moon card, because there is a new moon that is going to be square to some of you. The energy is gaining momentum is the card that came out, and that's really interesting because we have a new moon it is paving way for something brand new to happen. It's saying this energy has been gaining momentum for a while. I'll show you the cards. It's falling out here. So you see it's moving forward. It's pointing toward the future. The energy is gaining momentum of moving forward. And that, sort of that is compatible with the message of the Chariot, but then we also have the answers you need are coming. So it's like if you've been seeking, so there's information coming into you, and we're going to get deeper into what this information is. But there's information or conversations that you've had. It's a full moon energy, this card, so that it's just been building up in you for a while. You've had a lot to say, or you've been waiting for these decisions or this information to come through. It is going to be coming through, and you've known that it was going to happen because you've been feeling the momentum. So whatever you expect, like, be prepared. It's something that is pushing you to move forward. Now, that doesn't mean that you're ready for the push, but it does kind of mean that you should have been. Just letting you know, it's time to grow. The Sun card is here, so something is coming to light. This is also about success, great opportunities, or maybe even a romance that has been growing, and take it where it resonates. But you have reflected upon this. You have been feeling the momentum, and then the Tower comes, which we will get into. The Tower is that all of a sudden things move really quickly, or a lot of opportunities come in really fast, or that this kind of sideswipes you and all of a sudden things speed up because suddenly you have the confidence and the courage to allow yourself to go for it, or put yourself out there, or allow yourself to be seen. Let's dig into some clarifiers, right? The answers you need are coming. What are these answers, God? What are these answers for Sagittarius? What is the information or the answers? Please clarify. Help me understand. What is the information that's coming in? Something that will give you a great deal of strength that has to do with a heartache, and that was the Tower. So we're talking about a surprise moment. Okay, so being able to move on from the Tower. The Tower was a surprise moment, maybe finally being able to talk about, or there's information that's finally coming in with regards to something that took you by storm and really broke your heart. And it was just like, it kind of bulldozed you. Because I've been doing the readings for you for so long, I know you've been going through some hard times. So there's a sense of you were carrying a lot of burdens and just trying to be strong from this event that sort of brought your whole world down and made your heart break. Maybe you haven't been able to talk about it, or there was information you never really understood why it happened. That information is coming into you really quick, really fast, and it will shock you too. But I think it's meant, it's taken long enough. You have to confront it now. Let's get back into, please articulate, God, the Tower card. What does this Tower mean for the second time? What does this Tower mean? That there's pain and suffering and sadness, or something about sickness, and maybe even hearing that there's more sickness, and that's maybe what spurs, or it's either sickness or worry. You've been worried about something. It's been keeping you up late at night. And it could be that you just get a bum rush of emotions, but that doesn't make much sense to me. It's almost like a sense of, remember, Jupiter is conjunct Chiron, which could be that there is physical suffering, physical pain that kind of hits you out of the blue. I can tell you right now, it's directly related to how you've hung on to the burden. So if you've had any physical symptoms starting to manifest, it is directly related to it's directly related to this heartbreak and how you've been shouldering the emotional burdens, trying to be strong, but you actually haven't been getting a lot of sleep, or there's been a lot of stress. Or this could be somebody that is in your world and that you're worried about, and you should be worried about them, because honestly, it's like hitting them like a ton of bricks. And I think it's like finally needing to be able to talk about it, or communications finally, I don't know if the communications are finally happening. How are the communications, maybe finally being able to articulate? No, you've had a lot of opportunities come at you, but you've been too afraid to take them because you have been shouldering all these other burdens and responsibilities, or you've been harboring them inside of you. So there's opportunities that come, and the opportunities are what basically feels like somebody's attacking you, because you've gotten in some part of your life, you've gotten so used to pain that in some way it's almost like somebody's trying to take it away. Somebody's trying to hurt you by taking it away. I don't think that's what's happening. I think you're being challenged by the universe to take these opportunities that are being presented to you, but it means you have to confront these issues that you've stayed stuck for, or that have held you in one place. And it's an opportunity that you can't resist. We have the Sun card here, as well as the Ace of Pentacles. And maybe you're feeling like, I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy. I haven't worked hard enough for it. I can't do it. But that is contrary to what the cards are saying, because you can do it. There, like I said in the beginning of the reading, there is growth. There is development. You started out a knight and you took your time and you became somebody who absolutely can run things. So the concept that you can't handle this is absolutely incorrect. There has been some stealing going on, swiping money, leaving you broke, leaving you poor, taking opportunities away from you, discouraging growth, discouraging change. It could also just mean that all of a sudden you have to find a new job, a sense of, if you haven't moved on something and you've been stuck with something, it's going to be swiped from you and you're going to be left with nothing, in order to inspire you to just do something. It could also be that you're afraid that no, I'm telling you right now, this is something about a job, and I can also almost guarantee that there might be the loss of a job. You've been worried about it for a while, and maybe through this really hard time in your life, nothing was happening, but now it's going to happen. So it's coming up in the future. I'll show you. I would say be prepared for it. Be prepared for all of a sudden feeling like you're left out in the cold, and that be prepared for that. But this Ace of Pentacles is coming in. Take it, because it's not something that you can protect. It's like it's coming in to help you. It's coming in, and I want you to take that opportunity. The universe wants you to take the opportunity. You were so worried that you were going to be left without any choices, and that is absolutely not true. In fact, there probably have been many choices that have been given to you, but for some reason you have said no to all of them because you were worried about change. And this is going to be the kick in the butt to send you forward. Now, what part of your life is this coming out in? I don't know. Let's see. We have you and the Judgment card. You and the judgments that you make. We have Temperance and Judgment. So finding a way to make something work, a decision is made in your favor to give. It's fated. Don't look this gift horse in the mouth, because this gift horse is actually God coming through for you. This sense of they want you to handle it. It's the right decision to make. It's the right. It could have something to do with companionship too. It has to do with definitely maybe finding your tribe, or completing some sort of a cycle. Five of Cups is there was some disappointment with regards to this, maybe being disappointed to who you'll be working with, or what was offered to you, or disappointments in the past. That's what it is. It's disappointments in the past that are keeping you from saying yes to this absolutely incredible opportunity that the universe is handing to you. Now, especially if this is something emotional, then that's going to be hardest for you, especially if you feel like you're being disloyal to somebody, or that, maybe I shouldn't be looking for a job so soon, or maybe I shouldn't have gotten over my person so quickly. That is not true. These are major arcana. So it's saying, no, we're setting you up for this. It's like there's so many reasons to be happy, but you keep looking back. You keep looking at what you don't have. And looking at what you don't have is making you miss all of these ways to have an excellent life in front of you right now. Who is the Seven of Swords? 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 What is the Seven of Swords? What is it for? It's King of Wands and the Chariot. It's you deciding to move forward. maybe you're, you know, it's almost like saying you got to get out before it gets too bad, before they shut the doors. You got to take, you are the Seven of Swords, kind of like swiping away in the middle of the night. Don't feel bad about it. You have to take action and move in a different direction. This could I don't know if it has something to do with a car, but it's definitely a sense of getting a new one or taking action and moving forward. Deciding to be creative and have confidence in yourself and move forward, because whether you like it or not, the rug is about to be pulled out from underneath you, but you have options right now, so take them. Let's go to the extended, because I think there's a lot more to get into. But before we do, the announcement is this. I talked to you guys back in December about putting together a celebration for us reaching our 100,000 subscriber milestone, and now we're almost up to almost 110, almost up to 8,000 on Astrology Motivation. So to celebrate those accomplishments, I am going to have my first ever live meet and greet. It's going to be in Austin, Texas on May 13th of this year, so I hope to see you there. It's going to be a 3-hour-long celebration that includes an 1.5-hour long meditation and healing sound bath that we can experience and share together before we meet and greet each other and eat and give a champagne toast to each other. There'll be food, there'll be drink, there'll be celebration all the way through, and this beautiful shared experience of healing and openness. So I invite you to come along. You're going to be able to be there live, and please grab those tickets quick, because there's only so many spaces. It's a limited amount of room because of fire laws, so please do grab those live tickets really quickly. And then for those of you who want to join virtually, you can order those tickets right up until the day before, because it's just about logging on. 2 different ways to celebrate. I will get you the links as soon as possible. For now, come on, travel with me to the extended reading. I'll see you guys there.